All right, week 6. This week, we're going to get students thinking about the relative size of numbers and using language like greater than or less than. The warm up is new this week because last week we built out the number line from 0 to 10. So this week, instead of writing numbers to 5, they have a chance to practice writing all of the numbers to 10. And the fun song that goes with it shows more about how to write those numbers just like they've had before. We start both the conversation on greater and less than with introducing the language. So we have this learning target about comparing numbers and telling which is greater. We'll start with greater and then do less. We then ask students, what is greater? And have a conversation. Is 5 or 2 greater? And then we use the language 5 is greater than 2. Then throughout the week, with both greater and less, students are going to have a chance to compare, starting with just the numerals. So the goal by the end of kindergarten is to be able to compare numerals. So we want to see them try it. So we say, which number is greater, 2 or 4? And we have them write it. And so this gives you a chance to look out, see, do all my students already know this? Do some of them need help? Then we say, let me give you a hint. And so we give them the beads to support them. Does anyone need to change their answer? Give students a moment to change if they need to. Then on the next one, we use the language again. 4 is greater than 2. We show them this line comparing because this subtly prepares their mind for, those comparison problems with missing add-ins and things like that later. And then we have them practice writing it. 4 is greater than 2. We're going to write 4. Here's an example of a less than. Which number is less, 8 or 7? Give students a chance to think. Write it down. All right, here's your hint. Ooh, can you tell? Does anyone need to change their answer? And then since it's harder to tell with the bigger numbers, once again, on the next slide, we give them the answer. We say 7 is less than 8. We show the comparison, and then we have them write it. So Monday, Tuesday will be greater, Wednesday, Thursday will be less, and then Friday will be a mixture of both. So make sure you read the prompts carefully and pause on them and say, remember, this says less. What does that mean? Or this says greater. What does that mean? And give them a chance to think about it. All right, that's it. Drop any questions if you have any.